Hello, welcome back to another pen talk. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me on my exploration of the wide world of pens, which is dominated by fountain pens, but occasionally something comes along that says, let's explore something different. So I showed that gray tactical pen in one of my what I got from AliExpress videos. And of course, I ordered a gold colored one just because I thought it would be nice, and the price is unbelievable. Here's that look at the listing. And yes, I do consider these pens crab and turntable worthy. I can't speak enough about this very intense design. Certainly not probably for everyone, but these are extremely well made, and we're going to explore how well that titanium tipped finial at the top of the cap could work in the case you need to break out of your car as it's being slowly submerged into a body of water. As I said, I will put one of these in my car, and I will probably provide another family member with the assurance of having a device like this in case you do need it. The crabs are in a face-off, and they have, showing their strength, holding up these heavy pens. Got a little bit of sunlight coming in and out. Interesting day. The fall has arrived in New Jersey, and it's one of my favorite seasons. Crisp weather, colorful leaves. So we're going to explore these pens, and I'm going to go out and explore the outside world. So hopefully this turntable view is of interest, and let's look at the pens in more detail. I find it very interesting how the Made in China requirement has made it to this pen when I received it. Nice handwritten sticky label. Also, I talked about AliExpress now doing their own shipping, and people talked about how the increased tariffs don't seem to have affected pens. So as you can see here is how they're labeled when they're sent, and I don't think there's any tariff duty on this package. My feeling is fountain pens are such a low-cost item, a low volume as far as imports go, so therefore they fly under the radar and they don't attract attention. Those of you that may not use AliExpress, there are tons of listings for this style of pen on eBay. Here's some examples. The listings also are much more explicit on the use of this tactical pen. So for those of you that might want to experiment with this, check out your local eBay. Here's the tactical pen disassembled. This tungsten carbide pointed finial just unscrews. That lets you remove the clip. All of these things are really substantial. The barrel part with this nice knurling to give you good grip when you're using this pen for its intended purpose. Unscrewing the bottom of the barrel, I noticed this O-ring here, which is really excellent. So it seals, it feels good. You're not going to have any looseness there. And this looks to be like a standard refill, 3 7/8 inches long, little spring at the bottom. So overall, a very well-made pen. Certainly not a pen for someone who is shy, especially if you need to use it. So one of the things to notice is a lot of refills like this, there's a little bit of plastic at the end which seals up the refill and then keeps it ready to write with. But obviously the first time you write, that needs to come off. So just keep that in mind when using these types of writing instruments. So one might ask, what is the definition of a tactical pen? Primarily, it's one that could be used in self-defense. They come in many forms. Some of them have a serrated area on it. It's called the DNA catcher. Yeah, it's definitely a class of pen that probably is as popular now as it's ever been. These pens have a fairly good weight to them. It's 46 grams. Will give you the length and the diameter. So they feel substantial in the hand, but not too much. Not something I'd want to write with for a long period of time, but for jotting down notes or whatever, I think it would work fine. Not certain what that flat spot is there, just beneath the top of the pen. But I think the key thing is we have to see how tactical this pen is, and I have a test that we're going to try. So what we have here is a pine, not really a 2x4, but close to it. You know, probably 1.5 by 3.5, something like that. So we're going to see how much penetration in this board this pen will do. It's the first time I've done this test. And a word of warning, don't try this with your normal pen. Certainly not something that I would suggest. This test should only be performed by professional reviewers like myself. So we're going to give it a shot. So you can see it made a decent indent. Hopefully it sounded well, and the pen suffered no damage. You know, that's what this pen is designed to do. This is a fairly dense board, so I'm not expecting much more than that. And then you can extend the refill and you can write with it. And this is a standard refill. I'm certain if you wanted a roller ball, you could find a roller ball refill that would fit. You know, blue and black are the two main colors, but you know, if you wanted to experiment, you could get other colors. That section is really beefy, so if you like a thin pen, this is not going to work for you, but then a tactical pen is never going to be a thin pen. Kind of defeats the purpose of being a tactical pen. So this pen is going to remain unranked because I have absolutely no reference point to rank it. I'm not a expert on tactical pens, but you know, this serves the purpose of what it was designed to do. It's certainly affordable, and it certainly is a unique looking writing instrument. So thank you for watching. May you find a pen that you enjoy writing with, and might be an implement of destruction, who knows? Hopefully that destruction is not just the pen itself. So put some ink on paper, enjoy writing. We've reached the end of this video, and we're going to say bye until the next one.